as the plane is here. No double plane here, 7. That could normally happen, but that's not going to be the case on our first rondo here for CSA.
Okay. I'm with you in regards to yeah, I'm the one that misses Sandhawk. It would be fun to still have it on the playlist, but we're actually getting a bit of a hot drop here, and this is something that you and I were talking about. This I want to see it more. It's going to continue to happen more too as Mad Bulls, but I know you have a different take with the hot drop.
I don't think this is a hot drop, because a hot drop for me is a 4v4, and if you lose it, you're just fully out of the game. This one is just purely a way for you to extend the lead and get some points early on. This, even if you lose the fight, you're going to get rezzed by your teammate that's camping. Did we just see Doc get pistoled by someone? I think we saw Doc just get gunned down by someone of brute force for a second. And even a Horror are going to be taking the fight. But yeah, so the fact that you have that possibility to res your entire team, I think doesn't really make it a hot drop itself.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
They have to risk all 4 players for it to actually be a hot drop. Top's going to be playing. That was going to be a big question for me. Doc, wait.
Doc 4K?
This team actually fully hot drop, bro.
Now this is a hot drop. Why is Doc renamed to Doc 4K? Also,
they went 4-4, bro. They did 3 to 4 squads with 10 or more eliminations. And oh my goodness, are we going to be seeing APG being out right away with Refits being the last player alive? He's going to be able to take some shots.
They're done.
APG dies early. Full commitment.
Recall in the fight and have another opportunity. Another big fight is going to be happening here. Is Virtus.pro going right into the Mongols? The barely qualified, already down, getting mowed down, followed up by Voston. What is this game? You can tell this is the first rondo of the season.
Whenever the curse was still a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Before yesterday.
Yeah. No,
it's gone.
It's disappeared completely. Oh, Mongols.
Oh, hey, there you go. Your third place squad.
I'll be careful there, Ramses. That nade could be good if it's in the door. And if he can do it once again, genuinely, he could be one of the guys to take the MVP award this season, I think.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I mean, I was hearing Blank saying some of that stuff, too. And I was hearing you guys saying, like, okay, I'm hoping that some of the other players also end up mimicking what Bad Boy's been able to do. But for you to put him in that caliber, all right. I'll definitely keep a close eye on it. Come on. Look at Kanina Power. Kanina Power's going to be rotating. You know what I need to do, what I haven't done yet? I haven't opened up the map feed. Let me open that up.
The map feed's not working for me right now. They're working on fixing it.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the DP28.
Yo, Giro's on a tear right now, up to 3 eliminations. I mean...
yeah. And also, for example, look at what Kanina Power are doing. They send 3 players in this compound for third party to snatch away 3 eliminations. They go already 3 elims in this game, and they have a player that... I don't have a map feed right now, but I'm telling you, he is camping a recall tower. He's going to recall his teammates if they lose anyone in this altercation. Yeah, that was an unfortunate rotation from Inner Circle. Do keep in mind the recall towers, guys, does stay up until phase 4. Phase 4, moving forward, deactivated. You can't recall your teammates, so early game until phase 4 is really when you want to try and take these aggressive opportunities. Otherwise, you just can't go for the revive. Really big nade there, actually, doing some significant damage. Through the window.
Sure, has been spotted. Yeah. Use the numbers here. You gotta use the numbers. Oh, he's still holding the grenade? Okay, I thought he was gonna be able to actually somehow being able to clutch it up. I'm hoping it's gonna continue to happen, and I'm hoping it's gonna happen when we get to our final day. I was gonna say to Sunday, but I just realized it's Monday today. To our Wednesday.
It's weird to have a finals on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. On a Monday. Wednesday. You said Wednesday as I was talking. I was like, oh wait, I mean Monday. Wednesday? What day? Who day?
Wednesday, yes. And we found out there's a new day of the week. Wednesday and Monday combined. One day. Jeez.
If they add more to the game, this is going to be so broken on Rondo. It's going to be so good. Love to see it. Here you go. Virtus.pro versus Regicide is going to be happening. A few eliminations coming out. So currently, look how many elims have been secured already. 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 3, 3. And we're just like, we're in phase 3 of this game. Again, this is to highlight, if you guys have not seen Rondo played in esports that much in the chat, the points are really just insanely increased that you can gain on average on this map compared to your Angles and Miramars and Sanox, the old map that was replacing it. So,
Regicide going to be going up against VIP too. Oh, come on, you got to be able to hit those. Oh, you do end up hitting those, Pink Man. Oh, he didn't end up hitting it with the nade, but he got him there with a... Oh, can this hit too? Dang, a little bit too short. 4 versus 2? Is this a legit 4 versus 2?
It's not really an off angle, actually. It's in the same position of Senior and Roshan, so actually their backside on the building is safe. But they're getting third-partied by another team, and I believe that is I8 currently taking a shot. So they're going to be completely pincered, forced back into the building by I8. Aragon actually going to be knocked by Iron. That's a big one. But I don't believe Red Decide have nades anymore, so they have to push it with the nades, with the shotgun, sorry, to try and actually get that 2v3.
For I8, I mean, you're not going to end up committing at all, so this fight's going to continue on. Malloy is going to be able to get one knock. VP trying to make sure they finish this off.
And it seemed like also Canadian Power fighting on two fronts, fighting two teams at once in their position. Noki almost being spotted and taken out of this game. Luckily enough, we'll be able to tank those bullets like a champ. But he's getting chased, and he can't tank that JS9. And that is game over for game one here for Inner Circle, only getting 1 point for their troubles. Almost unplayable as a full squad. So I think that here we're going to go down to almost top 3 in a few minutes.
Okay. Which team are you going to be looking at?
I8 also.
I8. Okay, cool.
It's the best position this game for sure. You have to go for it. MG3 Madness here from Zadira, mowing down the competition. And that's going to be able to get himself some nice work done, though it will be the end as Sleepy puts the nail in the coffin. We'll be able to maybe steal away that MG3, which gets me hyped, but that nade is looking too good from Tixie. And that didn't get him? No way. That's the one. That connects onto Sleepy,
okay,
and now Horror down to just Sky.
They were just being timed right. That was the main problem they were going on. And then they were starting to fall a bit short, but more nades are going to be coming in. Dagestan, more players are going to be pushing in as well. Guy's going to be the last player standing, and there you go. Oh my god.
But I8, the fact they still maintain all their players has me hyped. But one other thing that I'm excited about I8 this game, 7, they've only got 1 elim, which I know is like, well, that's not good. Well, actually, yes, that means they still have a ton of resources. They have the ammo, their vest, their helmet should still be in a very healthy condition. So I think they have a really good potential this match. But Tixie, looking full of Skyforce. They confirm 1. Godless, I think, is the sole survivor right now. And the spray connects. Dagestan, Tixie.
It will make sense, but even now, like, it's just been non-stop action the whole time. Usually you see a bit of a slowdown, but right now there really hasn't been. Like, the fights are continuing on. Mad Bulls are starting to go down now to GOAT. The deployable cover has been so helpful for so many teams too.
It's taking so long.
End up hindering you. They're just going back and forth. It's like, don't pick a move.
He's just taking so long. Oh, it happens eventually. Nicely done. Can they get the res onto the rest of Mad Bulls? Actually, one question I have for I8 that I currently don't see. Do they have a car, or do they have like a ton of emergency cover flares? Because you're going to need some way to get the hell out of this compound.
So that's going to be the main problem, at least for ASI8. How much utility do you actually have?
I mean, hopefully a lot. I don't think they didn't have to waste any on teams around them. Maybe they're going to have to use some to fight Mad Bulls in the distance. You can see Tixie, though, getting pushed against that tree, and he's just going to get completely battered in that engagement. And the thing is, this position that Dagestan have is good until teams get too close, because as we saw with Horror earlier, 7, you just get naded to hell and back. It's such an easy nade spot, and here you go, brute force to have 1, 2 nades coming in with the Molotov. Shifu getting a great knock, but unfortunately, as he's a solo, that's the end of the line. 11 elims for brute force again.
From one of the pages, East Asia, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. They just got a video of one of the players flipping one of the other players off, jokingly, obviously. It was so good. Oh, there you go. Farron's gonna go down. Crypto, do you still have a vehicle? Yeah, he does.
He does.
Okay.
Where's he gonna go though? I don't think he's surviving this. He crashes in the wall.
I think he's waiting. I think he was trying to trick him. There you go. He's going to start going. He's going to get picked up. The aggressiveness was maybe a bit too much whenever they did get aggressive. And at the time they got aggressive too, they only had 3 players. It's not like they had the full squad. So that was a bit of a downturn of events. Meanwhile, Garcia is going to have to defend against Brute Force. Brute Force going down, getting one of their players eliminated. This is looking good for Alcacia so far. Can they recover though, as they only have just 1 player left? And meanwhile, Mad Bulls now going for that third party.
I'm actually really surprised that Brute Force was so adamant on full sending it. Wait for Mad Bulls to push out. But Mad Bulls here, they have the utility, and I think Slonic knew those nades were coming in, so instantly going to reposition. Smart play.
Slonic, I thought he was just going to start blasting there with the shotgun that he had. Smarter play, though. Nade's going to be coming in. That might be able to connect. Oh, I think he got oversent a bit too much. He's also going to be within nade range, though. He needs to be careful. We're going to be looking at Apex. Look, he just barely survived that one. Hopefully the next one's going to be sent over his head. He's going to be able to heal up too. They're going to be going. Oh, and he wins that engagement too. He wins that 1v1. Going to get the elimination too. Going to be making an opening here for Brute Force.
Whoa!
Can they find the rest of the players though, as he barely survives that? Is this one going to hit before he heals up?
Oh, you know, he doesn't even hit him. He's fine. He's lucky. Pusher still, I think he heard the pin. Going to be chucked. Slonic! Pusher is just holding the 1v2 here, but he does fall. Eventually, the 1-on-1 trade-off happens. And now it's down to the 1v1. Slonic versus Tulika. I don't believe the revive is going to be coming on through here, but he still has 3 nades. So many nades being used in this game, 7. It's crazy what's happening. But Slonic, the nade comes in, does a nice amount of damage, down to a third, but the follow-up nade is there. I don't think he has time to go for the first aid, but it doesn't make it behind that emergency cover flare. And he has to move, and he will try and go for the res. I think it might connect, it might work out.
It might end up working out because Tulika is just currently so focused on the other deployable cover that he didn't even get a chance to see him. And now this extra time that he allows them is going to just be too much. Yeah, the numbers weren't there for his advantage. 2v1. Brute Force comes out on top, and I can't wait to see that match ranking. I want to see how many teams ended up with a certain amount of elimination.
Guys, chat, VP, it's a great clutch weapon. And the circle moves away.
What if? Oh. What if we believe and he clutches it? Okay. I mean, this is gonna make sure he secures that second place even more. This might even open the door for him to actually end up surprising some of these teams and get the win. Yeah. Barely within the circle. What's the new circle gonna be looking like too? Actually,
phase 9.
There's no new circle. It's just gonna be closing down.
Which circle? There's no circle. Smoke.
Yeah.
Block out vision, I think, from VP. All he wants is to try and deny vision away from VP so that they just get completely obliterated by APG. That's what he's hoping for. But APG used so many nades earlier, actually, so I don't know if they have any left. Looking at one of the players there, I think it was Reefus. He doesn't have any more nades. Great angle from No Fear. He picks it up with the M4, and he does get the knock. Can he get the flush, though? Might be a little bit harder to secure.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to end up getting that flush.
Good. These smokes are great.
Maybe get even more too. Look how much utility this player has too, because they got into so many fights that he does have the time. He does have the utilities in his advantage. Oh, and now he's gonna get spotted here. He might go down as No Fear just using that smoke right now, trying to stay alive. Versus Bro going for the revive. They're gonna turn it back into a 3 versus 3.
Oh, he finds Doc as a solo. Can he go for the flush? He's behind that tree. It's going to be hard to connect, but that is going to be top to put the nail in the coffin. No Fear from Nepal out of the game, down to the last 2 teams. VP now have the man advantage, 3v2, and they're looking to claim control of the center of the circle. APG, I think a big nade there. They're quite close to one another. Could be the end of the match, but Boston able to tank that one, and the spray comes out. Top down as a solo. The 1v2 situation is coming out. Aragon with a nade, not able to hit though. And Top has to try and reload. He's going himself the S12K, but they're way too far away, and it will be Virtus Pro able to successfully make it out of Mansion and outdo No Fear from Horror and all of APG in one fell swoop. Blocking out vision. I don't know who smoked that was, but that was a godsend for Horror. They fully used it. VP going to be sending it. You know what this means, 7? Third party, baby, for Horror. They're going to try and take that fight away for sure. They're going to see the elimination feed light up, get in the cars, need to go for the push the moment you see even more players going down.
That was a hell of a push there by VP. You need to be... No, Aragon is not going to be able to clutch up. He's going to get knocked as well.
They're sending it.
And you were saying it perfectly too. Yeah, they're sending it. They were timing it right. And look how close they were able to just get with them. Close that gap so quickly. They got utility. They really haven't gotten into that many fights. Now is when you spread your wings if you are Aura. And they're going to be coming in hot too. My goodness.
Neos and Gyro are just not going to move here, I think. They're just going to go out to blue and try and line, because they hear the cars moving around for Horror. They hear the steps. They're like, this team is just fully set up. They have fortified this entire circle. It's impossible.
Gyro
6 smokes.
Staying alive. Just waiting it out too.
Actually,
but Horror's not getting impatient.
Yeah.
Not super impatient. Like, they're getting a little bit impatient, but not too much. Not making any mistakes. Sometimes teams, even though it might seem like an easy win chat, they get a little bit too impatient and then it can backfire, especially with 2 solos. Ooh, you need to wait it out. You need to wait for the right time, and there you go. There's the right time. No Fear being able to connect with another one, and now Gyro or Zero is going to be pushing up, and Horror Esports getting the win. Nobody believed in them. Chat, I don't think any of you guys picked them too.
We did see some, like, not a lot though. It's definitely in the minority. The Alcadzia, Alcred, they all have to go for big send very soon.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Mongol. Ooh, I don't want to be in there. I think I'm gonna have to go with Mongols as APG is currently getting knocked. It's gonna be Dog, none other. And they're just going to be coming in, or you're going to be backing away from this fight. What are you going to be doing here, APG? Because SF is so close. This is the thing, though. Look how blindly they just go in, Max. They want to make sure that Doc doesn't get fully eliminated. And it could put him in a bad position as Reapers gets knocked by the most beautiful nade there by Godless.
That second nade, that's it. That's game over for that trio. They are going to be completely wrecked in that engagement. Top going to be left as a solo. Noki spots him last second. Which team?
Mongols.
I'll have to recheck, but it wasn't super high. Oh, though dessert. Here you go. Find Shifu. The spray on the M4 is on point. And this car, yeah, it's going to use it. Try and maybe crash into a hay bale. Good smoke, actually. Maybe not far enough. Actually, no, he's just going to make it there. So it seemed like it was just far enough, perfectly positioned. But if Kunina end up winning this just by peeking over these ridges that are very strong for them right now, it would be a crazy ending to this match. But actually, Foobsman peeks over the ridge, finds one, insta flush onto Neos. Actually, this dip is way stronger than I expected. Finally, Kunina Power looking to be a little bit more oppressive in this game, looking to find those eliminations. And they find one on Alcazia, one on Mongols. They're losing players. Kunina Power, though, are not. They're still remaining as a trio. Maybe not for long.
The tide is starting to shift here for Kunina Power. They got to make sure that Foobsman doesn't end up going down as well. The nades are going to be coming in. He's going to force Peapod to just go up there. Peapod not being able to switch there. And I think he had a sniper rifle at the ready to use him out of that, because now Jiro might end up being a surprise here. Kunina Power is going to have to leave this area, which should leave an opening there for Jiro and for the rest of the squad. Foobsman, you got to be able to connect though, and it comes down to this. You got to hit those shots. Jiro, you can't just stop shooting. He's going to end up switching it, but overall, Kunina Power just...
There's so many points this time. I'm like, wait, which one are you talking about? The point threshold could be changed only by Horror. Otherwise, if Horror don't overtake the points of VP 113, it would be 123 points for tomorrow, which right now for a lot of teams like KP, Brute Force, APG is not going to be easy to reach. So also those squads need to get a good game. Alcazia looking for the straggler, looking for this one lost solo of Crypto. The nade is perfectly cooked here from Crypto onto Frieza. Is he going to get the 1v3 squad wipe? That second nade could be the one allowing that to happen.
I'm pretty sure Crypto's sick and tired of hearing that Falak is currently the best Pakistan player. He's wanting to prove people wrong. Wanted to see if he can shine right here. Highlight. I mean, if you were able to wipe Alcazia by yourself. Oh my goodness, he's able to get one. Gonna be switching over. Can he get the last player here from Alcazia? Down to a 1v1. Looking to clutch it up. Not gonna be able to hit those shots right there. He's able to hit one. The nade's gonna be coming through. For an Alcazia player, you know that there's a nade that's gonna be coming. Great play by Crypto. Trying to find that player, being aggressive, gonna be taking the fight to him. He doesn't have that many bullets left though on the shotgun.
Yo!
Oh, and he fights one. Crypto wiping Alcazia by himself.
Last bullet on the S12K. He was out of ammo on the shotgun right after that shot, and he makes it.
I mean, Top is trying to maintain that reign of MVP here at the Pmsl Csa. This is going to be insane. I mean, the terrain, I don't know what the terrain is actually going to be looking like in that area, but it could be allowing some of the other teams to just have straight line of sight.
Top against the world here. Decent smoke road. Maybe sends Yola as a sacrificial lamb. Can he get glory as he tries to move across the road? Top.
I think he will. I think that's really what he's waiting for. Smoke's going to be coming through. Top's going to be able to spot him. Shots are going to be coming through. Top is going to be able to react to it and connect up to 3 eliminations for Top. Secures even more points for APG.
Skyfall's going to be going for the send here on Inner Circle. They're split from one another. T24 OP and IQ here swarmed in the building. Unfortunately for T24, it is not going to be going well for him. IQ left as a solo, just like on the Erangel game of earlier.
Skyforce Sanchez going to be looking for an angle on IQ, just leaving this area. Meanwhile, Top trying to figure out how he's going to make it to the circle. If he's able to make it to the circle, Sanchez connects there with a nade. That would be insane.
Top, 1v2. There's a Skyforce here. He's going to be forced out, making it behind those containers, the nades, the smoke. Actually, these smokes, whose smokes are these? Are these Tops? These are great smokes to cover. IQ's, okay. Actually, he's using that old smoke road actually for himself, so that's a really good push-up from Top. Actually, no, 1v3 now. They all grouped up. This is how many players you need to get rid of Top.
Yeah, for Kunina Power, just looking for an opening to possibly end up third party in this situation, and that's exactly what's going to end up doing too. There's just so many, the line of sights right now within this circle. That's what I was scared of. That even Skyforce is getting into the action with Dagestan. You're going to be able to spot him right there. getting one knock. Can they get another? Oh my goodness, Andrew, you are almost able to connect fully with that and create that knock. And Karina Power, this is a smart play. I actually do not mind them pushing here to Skyfall. Once you're going to be able to clear that, you're really not going to have to worry about the south as much.
Yeah, and actually this is great because they can now start playing this ridge in the center of the circle without having to care what's happening behind them, even though they should. There is Desert of the Mongols there. He's hiding in the shadows, waiting for time to strike, but so far he's not been spotted. Great nades, Adira. Hora out of the match, still making it through a pretty decent top 4 ranking, but now it's Mongols, Dagestan 77, and Kanina Power all hoping to secure this chicken dinner on this final game of Day 2 for the CSA Finals, and now Kanina pushing to the ridge, and Dagestan as a duo, Shifu and Zadira, I think are going to be struggling on that encounter.
Yes, Adira, I mean, you're going to be getting pinned right now by 4 players. The nades are going to be coming in. You're going to be hoping that Dagestan, the other teammate, is going to be able to find an angle. He is going to be able to spot one. The nade's going to be coming through. If he can connect with this one, oh, a little bit overthrown. You'll have Magnum and Shifu there. Can he connect with that one? Usman somehow just saucing his way around those nades, Max.
That was a really nice shot on the nade, but I think the buggy, did tank a bit of that damage. Don't forget, Desert, Mongols. Oh no, he's striking now! This is a great time. Flushes an elim, gets the knock onto Fusman. He's going to try and flush it too, I believe. Mono's going to be stolen away by Dagestan. Shifu will be the one to strike. And now Kanina Power, the high ground advantage. Everything has been lost and ruined by this solo play of the Mongols. Shifu will also fall. Desert now, actually the man advantage, not looking all that scary anymore. Maybe there's a chance for him to do well as he does find Oblate and flushes it. 3 eliminations for free, so the nades are coming in his way.
I mean, the Desert does not discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're from the team Dagestan. It doesn't matter if you're from Kanina Power. He's just looking to get some extra points and extra eliminations. That nade is going to be coming in. I think he's going to end up going out there to the place on the 9, an extra point for some of these squads. Once they realize it was Kanina Power, Dagestan going to be going in here to a 2v1, and it's Dagestan that's going to be able to come out on top here in the final match. But overall, what a performance for Kanina Power in this 2 Miramar, securing a first place and then securing a second place finish. That overall is going to be looking spicy. I think they might have put themselves there into top 3. Let's take a look at it. Dagestan actually 4th place, pushes out APG. APG currently with 84 points, 113 points there, still towards the top. That means that we do have the Smash Rule threshold for tomorrow, which is going to be 123 max.
We could have some teams make it up there. APG though, they are also a little bit behind. Was that 9 point behind the side of Dagestan? Second page.
Yeah, APG needed to find a win to third party this fight. I think they might have given enough time for Csa to just reset, which Csa should end up switching their focus here towards them. And you can see it now. It's starting to move up, starting to focus a little bit more towards what APG is starting to do. VP Malloy getting a knock there on the elimination feed on none other than Skyforce, confirming even more knocks. For this squad, they're wanting to get to 123 points. If you're just joining in, the Smash Roll is set at 123. If VP gets to 123 points or more, they won't win via Smash Roll in this match, but going into the next match, if they do end up winning,
6
they will
elims.
become the champions.
They just got 3 more limbs out of nowhere in the last 10 seconds, 7. VP are in, they should be making it.
123
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they're getting even more placement points here. They're going to keep popping off. They should be able to make it in. Csa eliminated, more placement points over to Virtus Pro. Ladies and gentlemen, it is done. We will be having a team making in the Smash Zone in Game 1 here on Rondo, and it's going to be none other than Virtus Pro.
EP wanting to see if they can maybe end up working with GOAT. No, they don't want to work with anybody. They want to take matter into their own hands. And GOAT is honestly a surprise team. GOAT has been able to put up some numbers in this match. 12 points, I think, so far. Oh, I think they're going to be going for the wraparound, and they will have free line of sight here with the ridges, the way the ridges work. They just need to make sure they don't lose anybody there towards GOAT. If you're APG, you want to push, this is your time to make sure you get that control. They're a little bit worried earlier with what was happening without Csa, but APG needs to push here, Max.
No, exactly. You said it perfectly. APG need to push here. The elimination feeder was lighting up for a little bit. Killer Joe still surviving for GOAT, maybe able to do even more damage to Virtus Pro. But it seems like he's going to be in the midst of that Molotov. He will be cooked to a crisp, and that's going to be the end for GOAT. Still a valiant effort, gets a 3rd place with a bunch of eliminations. But VP, they take away such a strong position on the road now. They got so many emergency cover flares. This is great for them. APG also now made in circle. This is about to go into phase 9, but Aragon, he's aggressive. He's pushing up, and he's going to hold off all of APG on his lonesome right now.
Aragon with a pull-up, just getting close and personal with the nade range. He's going to be seeing if he can connect with one. He won't be able to connect with one. Doc, however, getting that angle, making sure that Aragon does end up getting knocked. And this is a fight not only for the championship of Pmsl Csa. Just want to reiterate for everybody, these are teams that are currently fighting for PMGC points. And right now, APG, with the way that Top was able to revive him early on, Max, they're putting the fight to VP, and they could end up winning this match.
Everyone on the team has been putting in the work, putting in the hours. They are hungry and they're devouring this chicken dinner right away. The nade is on point. Virtus Pro back to the lobby and APG claiming the first chicken dinner of the day.
So I'll keep a close eye out for that one. Meanwhile, VP continuing to play this rich, finding players there from Csa. Csa having to back up a little bit. They're looking like they're going to win this.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to pick Virtus Pro for this one. That's going to be my pick here. But hey, look at that. Nocky, Sunflower. Able to get himself a big knock on Aragon, but that's not going to be converted unless you see a big push from some team coming out of nowhere. But this is very unexpected. The only main competition here is going to be Mad Balls. As here we go, the audio is back, the leaderboards are back, everything is back online, and all the teams below VP are out.
VP, APG as well, Konina Power, Sky. Oh my goodness, all those teams are out. I think this is VP. I think VP is looking to get the win here. The players are going to have to rotate because Mad Balls is now sending the push.
They're sending it.
VP.
Oh, I think they know this is maybe Virtus Pro. Mad Balls, the conversion into 1 knock plus 1 elimination now is going to be huge. Voston still knocked. There's 2 players, Milky Way and Aragon, trying to tank this front line. The nades are coming in. Aragon able to tank it. But the reverse here, nade might be connecting, might be slowing down the ascent of Mad Balls, but it connects. Virtus Pro losing everything here, it seems, in this fight. The res on Voston does come through, but now he's too far. Mad Balls, we need to see them commit to the push after getting Lemon back up.
And all those APG fans, all the horror fans, Konina Power, Skyforce, I mean, the rest of the squads right now, they are rooting for Mad Balls because Mad Balls is looking to stop what could be VP getting a chicken dinner here and winning it via smash roll. They're making the push. Can they end up connecting? There goes Mastan.
It's over.
And there goes the last player. We're going to get one more batch, baby.
Actually, Brute Force off to a really good start. Like, it's not just they're getting eliminations. They're also taking out really, really important teams for them. Here we go. We're having a little bit of a closer view to the circle, seeing where it goes. All the big squads to the west are so important. They can't afford to go out early. Yep. Now, here you go. The 5 APGs happening, but there's Virtus Pro behind them. There's Inner Circle behind them. We could have a 4-way fight here between so many important teams. And now Virtus Pro completely pincered and already losing Aragon.
And APG is losing players as well. VP realizing that this is going to be APG getting those nades. Raiders. Refresh is going to end up going down. It's going to be up to Doc. Can Doc actually survive for the squad? More nades are going to be coming in.
That's a good one.
APG looking to get shut down, and this could be perfect scenario here for VP. If you're Inner Circle, you got absolutely nothing to lose, but Hora is going to be in the back as well.
The nade?
Hora is
it's done.
That needs those points. Oh, APG's gone.
That's it. IA reversing the steam of that fight. Really good grenade in that dip. Of course, such a nadeable position.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking at Mad Balls. I'm going to be looking at Arcred too. Arcred, remember, they still looking to get 6 points to pass up the upgrade in the PMGC points for Uzbekistan. And Mad Balls is still in contention. Mad Balls now to take some fights there to Brute Force. Brute Force, you mentioned it. The Ridge is just going to be fully unplayable. They need one more. That's all Hora needs. They need one more to get within the smash zone.
Yeah. Sorry, I just saw Aragon taking out the MVP contender. Knocked. They can still go for the res, but again, it's such a hard position. IQ able to find it. Is going to be stolen by anyone. Could have been huge if it was secured by Hora. Won't be the case, though. As IQ, again, this guy's just been keeping
APG's happy, though. APG's so happy with this.
Yeah, currently they're loving this. They want VP to be wounded. This is an amazing setup for APG. And that's it. They lose, I think, another one there, VP. Taking a ton of damage. Yep. And that's it. They're done. No smash, guys. We will be going right to the end. Say on this season, and 3 from their regional points for Pakistan, Uzbekistan, and Central Asia. So we're going to have 6 total.
Arcred, one of the squads that's already securing their spot. Now they're wanting to take the fight here to VP. VP, I mean, they do have first place, but you don't want to end up getting eliminated. Seal as well, going down to Skyforce on the elimination field. Let's see if he's going to end up getting confirmed. As Arcred looking to just put another thorn here in the path of VP. VP hasn't been able to play up to their potential so far today. Can they turn it around? The nature are going to be coming in. Now they're going to be connecting, but they are going to be connecting with Milky Way. And it's only going to be 2 players left there from VP. VP going to be making the push. Oh, great angle from Boston, slowing down the push from Arcred.
It's not over just yet. The flush has not come through. The South Malloy Milky Way, they can bring them back up. Voston, Eragon, the MVP contender, can try and keep the hope alive here for Virtus Pro. Losing now would be horrendous for this team. Peeking over the ridge, Eragon holding the front line of that ridge. He's going to get peeked over, and that is going to be the end of the line. Virtus Pro will not be able to smash.
Might be looking to make a statement as they ended up knocking one of the players there from go, and they're going to confirm it by Yanko, a team that hasn't done a damn thing this whole finals. Starting to hinder the performance there of possibly one of the teams that wanted to qualify. Top finding Tama from the smoke, connecting there with those shots. Gotta make sure these don't overextend and get caught by somebody else. Meanwhile, Refus, there you go, connecting even more with brute force. What is Skyforce gonna be doing? What is Mongols gonna be doing? Are they gonna be looking to maybe end up third party in brute force? I think their Pmsl Csa is gonna be ending here shortly as APG smells blood in the water. They're looking to close out that last player.
And that's going to be it. Brute Force completely obliterated. You enter the APG castle. You suffer the consequences. But many squads still aiming for the top. They can run up there.
And this is important points right here for Skyforce. Skyforce needs to make sure they end up connecting. They need to confirm this eliminations, and they need to confirm it quickly. That nade is going to go over. They're currently in 5th place. Oh, these nades are just going over. They're not being able to time it right. And while all this is going on, they're just giving time. I think APG might be looking to push this at some point. Skyforce now finally deciding, and look who's coming up in the horizon. It's going to be top of APG as Skyforce starts to go down. Icy, Rylan being able to stop the push from APG. They need to confirm this eliminations, Max. Skyforce needs this point. They're currently outside of the top 4.
Yeah, Skyforce, you need it. You need to maintain your position in top 4. That nade is coming in right up to APG. Could they deal with 2 teams all at once? Skyforce, really good knock into your flush. Now it's down to Refus. Hopefully going to go for the Rever Doc here. We'll be bringing Doc back to life, it seems, but the blue is still pushing towards them. They don't have a lot of time to work with. Riley making his way downhill into the previous position of the Mongols, and Mongols trying to actually leave the vicinity entirely. But now they will clash straight up out in the open. Bullets missing out initially. Icy with a DBS will not do anything, and that is going to be it. Push, he's fully out of teammates. No one's going to res you if you get knocked. Good backstab onto Magnum. Won't be able to flush it, but still getting some good damage, making that transition across the road a little bit easier. Because Evercar might be able to find a decent playable dip here. But regardless, as we know, VP are out, so they did qualify for PMGC, but he's still trying to go the entire way. The nade! What just happened? Freezer knocking his teammate in the process, and Doc going to be stealing that one away. That's his 3rd elimination this match, and maybe praying to get a few more. They are going to be sending it straight up in the faces of Horror. The nades are being cooked up behind the wall. I think that was the game plan. The trap worked out. The damage is laid down upon Mad Bulls. They will be able to keep the 4 players alive just yet. Here we go. Pusher going for the wide angle, finding no fear. The safety of the team is already down. Horror struggling to survive the encounter. Now losing 2. Sleepy no fear out. Sky and Jiggle surviving. Is down to Sky currently against the Mad Bulls. The dream might be over, and Horror Esports are fully out of the game in 5th position. And if I'm not mistaken, that PMGC run is over.
Make it into the top 4. That's your ultimate goal. And guess who it is? Out of all the teams throughout this whole Pmsl Csa Grand Finals, Inner Circle looking to put up a good performance here to make its statement, even though they weren't able to in the first 2 days. Looking to send out a message to everybody saying we're going to be bringing it when we're up and healthy in the Grand Finals or just here at PMGC. Come on, let's see what you're going to be able to do here, Inner Circle. Are you going to be able to stop Mad Bulls? Dagestan is going to end up going out. Inner Circle wanting to send a statement here, Max.
Yeah, maybe trying to get rid of their opposition here, trying to get rid of a possible future opponent here in PMGC. They find Lemon, Falak, here we go. Inner Circle giving a taste of what we can expect from Pakistan in PMGC. You know they're already qualified. At this point, they're just flexing here in the final game of Pmsl Csa Fall. And Falak, could that be the ending play here onto Mad Bulls? You will be moving out. Pusher 1v4 if they do get the double res on Sunflower and IQ. And they're just chasing it down. Pusher able to find Sunflower. The flush comes through. An extra point that could be so impactful in the leaderboards. Pusher here, fully cornered against the blue zone.
Falak gonna be throwing the nades that he's known for, and he's gonna be making the push. He wants to get this last elimination, and he's gonna be able to stopping Mad Bulls from getting any more points than Mad Bulls doing enough to get within the top 4. What is the top 4 gonna be looking like? We already know that VP, I mean, with the amount of healthy points that we had throughout today, they're gonna be the champions. What are the other squads? Who else is going to be going to PMGC?
Yeah, leaderboards. It's going to be stressful. We'll see in just a few seconds worth of time, I'm sure. So keeping an eye out. But of course, your champions will be Virtus.pro, claiming the trophy for the first time in 4 seasons for a region outside of Mongolia. And they will be crowned your Pmsl Csa for 2025 champions. So close in such a good position. We have an animation, and here we go. The leaderboards have been given, and your top teams are going to be Virtus.pro, APG, Mad Bulls, and GOAT, meaning the Horror just slipped out at the final hurdle by a singular point.
Not only just Horror, Skyforce is gonna end up falling short by just 1 point, propels themselves all the way up to that 3rd place, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our teams that are gonna be going from Pmsl Csa Grand Finals, pick right to win the damn thing. Don't know what happened in the first 2 days, but there you go. PMGC teams qualified, advancing to the gauntlet. It's gonna be VP, APG, and Mad Bulls, and then advancing to group stage, you got Arcrit, Inner Circle, and GOAT. So GOAT is actually going to end up going to group stage.
Yeah.